Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of the Trade Ideas Market Recap. It's Tuesday, February the 18th. My name is Barry Anderson, and I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the trading room. You can log in as a guest, or you can use your Facebook or your Twitter account to log in. Most of us are in the room from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday, Eastern Standard Time, but the room is open 24/7. So if you want to post something, perhaps a question about the program itself or something you read in the room today, feel free to do so, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Now, before I get started, I did just want to bring up the promotion that we have on for this month. As a new subscriber to Trade Ideas, you can get the first month for half price, $37.50. And if you were at all thinking about getting the odds maker, this is a terrific price right now. Normally $1,100, and it's $500 right now. So again, if you're sort of sitting on the fence, I would definitely take a hard look at it. This special is over at the end of the month. So today, in my opinion anyway, it was a rather slow day on the market. I did get into 3 trades. Let's take a look at the ones that I did today. And let me bring up the first trade was low. Now, low was a bounce play. You can see right now, right here, that the stock was moving down pretty significantly. And when it came back up to this level, I was really looking at it. I actually wanted it to break the whole number before I got into it. But this is a 2-minute chart. So this candle did get me into the stock at 46.98. And you can see that it really just bounced around this level for quite a while. I actually did exit this trade at 47.02, probably right around this mark here. Now, one of the things that I do is I have my spider sector list that I'm constantly looking at. So low is part of the home builders, and I know that when this candle was expanding like this, I took a quick look at this at my list, and the home builders was actually up here. We're actually up here. So it was at the top of the list, and I actually have it sorted on the 5-minute range. And on the 5-minute range, it was actually at the top of its range. So it was moving up. So I thought, okay, well, if the home builders start moving up, then low will go along with it. And that's in essence what happened. But as it was just sort of bouncing around this area, I was watching the XHB, and it was starting to slide down. And I really decided at that point that perhaps this was just a quick burst for the home builders, but it wasn't going to last. Low, I don't think had anything special on it today. It wasn't earnings, or I don't think it had any special news. So I didn't see it lifting without the home builders helping it, the home builder sector helping it. So I did get out of the trade at 47.02. But this is something that I definitely watch all day long. Every time I get into a trade, I do a quick check of the sector to see what's happening with the sector, especially if the stock is not, it doesn't have any specific news for it, or it's not an earnings play. So really, I think the sector has to help it to go up if I'm going long. The second trade I did was AEC. Now this came from my custom setup. Now, the alert came in at 12.21 and the price was 17.11, and I was able to get into the trade at 17.18. Now, just a quick word about this. You can't tell from this list here, but there are only 13 different stocks on this list for the day, and typically I have maybe 30. And so I knew that this was going to be a slow day because this list just wasn't populating very quickly. And so, in fact, you can tell right here. I mean, AEC came in at 12.21. The next alert was at 1:25. So, I mean, we're almost an hour between alerts on my what I call almost my go-to strategy. So I knew it was going to be a very slow day, and this is what happened. 17:18, I'm in. It didn't do a thing for quite a few hours. I did hold on to it. I almost got out here, but I did hold on to it because I wasn't certainly even at 17.11. I wasn't down very much, so I decided to hold on to it. And by the end of the day, it did take a little pop, and I sold half at 17.29. That's about 324, and then as it it popped up again and down, and then as it went back up and then down through here again, I sold the second half at 17.29, about 15 minutes before the market closed. So nothing exciting, but profit nonetheless, and I guess I was rewarded for my patience. The last stock I traded was CCI. And this again was one of my bounce plays from one of my bounce strategies. And I was probably alerted right around this area, and I got into the stock, spotted at around 74.39. And again, this was fairly late for me to get into the trade, 2:30. I typically, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I certainly don't usually get into new trades after 3 o'clock, but I mean, so I guess this wasn't extraordinarily late, but nonetheless, it didn't give me very much. I exited the first half at 74.51, right around this level here, and then I'm sorry, at 74.50, and then it came back down. I almost sold it, and then I sold the last half towards in the last half hour at 74.51. Again, nothing spectacular, but days like today are again, in my opinion, are just grinding days. The bounces didn't really bounce significantly. They didn't shoot up like they will on some days. And so I just took what the market was going to give me. I didn't want to overtrade, spend a lot of money unnecessarily. And so, yes, it was boring, but at least I did have three profitable trades. Nothing spectacular, but sometimes I was told a long time ago that if you take a look at an average month, you may only get 4 or 5 really good days in that month where you can make most of your money, and the rest of them can be kind of grinding days. And you don't want to fall into the trap of getting bored and impatient and just taking trades that don't really make any sense, and you can end up spending a lot of money doing that. And so I guess all I can say is I exercised discipline today and did not overtrade. So let me just bring back this screen just again to show you how to get into the forum, into the trading room. We're starting to see some good traders in the room now, and so I encourage you to come in, and good trading to you.